After when the listener's sudden appearance, alive and well, let's just say he was asked a lot of questions of how he managed to survive that long from the murder drones, and he had to make a hell of a good excuse because he doesn't want anyone else to find out that it was Lizzie who captured and pretty much held him hostage at a place that she knew. And also now Uzi, who didn't have to keep her mouth shut about who of listener be alive, but still needs to keep her mouth shut of who was the one who really captured him. And speaking of Lizzie, she was actually finishing up, packing up whatever she needs, and was gonna visit Listener. After the whole ordeal, Listener was actually back in the bunker. Everyone was happy to know that he was alive, along with Lizzie, who was still not okay that now Listener being alive, being back at home, had to get attention, and that wasn't her. But he still managed to make time for her. Man, that was tough, but I managed. I forgot how things like this is spooky. She said as she ended up making her way towards the spiral. And at the entrance, she saw a listener waiting for her politely. Listener, there you are! She said as she excitedly ran towards him. There's my cheerleader, girl, he said as he picked her twirling. So how's everything in the bunker? Same old though. I'm kind of now bummed that I have to share you now, she said hissingly with venom in her voice. Hey, take it easy. I'm always gonna end up being with you, and I'm always gonna be yours, like you're mine. I promise you, Lizzie, nothing's gonna stop that. You better, because otherwise I will end up making your life in hell. That's a promise I'm gonna end up keeping for sure. Oh boy, you are crazy. Crazy for you. Ugh, can you not? Uzi said, interrupting the moment as she walked out. What are you doing here? Blood flake and purple blood. Anywho, Dan actually told me that he had my real gun, and me and N are gonna go and visit him. You coming, you two? Sure. But wait, what about the... Don't worry, Lizzie. That chain is so hard to take off and break. It's gonna end up taking her years to do that. Okay then, lead away. Listener and Lizzie followed and Uzi, who met up with Dad. He then explained something happened in the bunker with the crime scene and everything, and let's just say all five of them went in. They ended up seeing the crime scene, and Dad wasn't kidding. It did look like V's work, but it wasn't. That is not V's work. Her own is gruesome, but this is too far gruesome. Yeah, let's keep on and move. This is scary, Lizzie said as she held on to Listener's arm as they made their way, then stopped when they saw something. Absolute silver. Hey, Uzi, is this what you were talking about? Yeah, but what's it doing here? Looks like whoever actually was doing this really wanted this thing to happen. But what's this? Listener ended up shouting Lizzie as he saw a human hand. It crawled towards Lizzie as it hooked onto her arm or leg. Listener, she said, scared. N ended up shooting his muscles, and Loden beside it was a giant mutant centipede. Next thing you knew, Lizzie was pulled into darkness. Lizzie! Was the last thing she said before being swallowed in total blackness. Oh my god, we gotta go save her! On it! They end up following Listener to save Lizzie. Meanwhile, Lizzie, she was surrounded in darkness. Only light illuminating down on her was a little flashy as it kept on flickering. She looked around, calling out Lister's name, and then Uzi's, then N. Guys, I'm scared. You should be. A voice came out, and she turned to see her dad. Dad? What are you? It was all your fault. She stopped when she heard her dad say that. Dad? It was your fault that your mom left. It was your fault that my life was miserable. If you weren't born, I would have been more happier, but yet I had a mistake with you and that horrible woman. Lizzy stopped when she heard that. Dad, where are you? She turned to see the girls, and they all ended up looking at her with a mean look. Guys, oh Lizzy, you want to be self-absorbing brat. We only end up hanging out with you because your dad is the teacher. Do you really think we hang out with you because we like you? Yeah, you're just only trying so hard to end up fitting in, but yet you're just doing a pathetic work. Honestly, Dawn, her trusted friend, came out. I don't know why that I became best friends with you. You're so uptight, you're annoying, and I wish I could end up being friends with Uzi. At least she has more when you don't. Diana kept on circling her, calling her things, telling her what she didn't do that was her fault, making her cry and sing, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. This ended when Listener ended up killing the thing by slicing her head off, then gutting her out. He then ended up seeing Lizzy on the ground as she ended up holding her head, saying, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. Listener ended up holding Lizzy close as Lizzy and Incon watch Listener and said, but Listener looked at him. Can I just be alone with Lizzy, please? They ended up nodding and left Listener and Lizzy together with each other. This was actually a wake-up call because now Listener knew he had to protect Lizzy at any means necessary, even if it means, he said to himself, looking at the reflection. Then a familiar symbol appeared. Even if it means that my secret has to be broken and to be shown as well.